When I first saw Dragalia Lost and the effort Nintendo was putting into advertising it, I thought it looked too good to be a smartphone game. With small areas to run freely in, gorgeous character designs, and many different systems to try, it seemed like a high-quality smartphone game with depth to rival some console ones, and that rings mostly true after playing it. Its main story has good characters that it takes time to develop in both the main story and free side content, and thanks to daily rewards giving free summons, I could level these characters and get new ones without feeling as though I needed to pay. Dragalia Lost is a quality JRPG story for smartphones so far, and with its likable characters, rewarding systems, and wealth of content, it's become my new favorite smartphone game in a while. Dragalia Lost is centered around the nameable protagonist Yuden, the seventh heir to the Alberian throne, who sets out on a journey after the holy stone that protects the kingdom of Alberia begins to lose its power. The Alberian royal family luckily possesses the power to shapeshift into dragons, but Yuden hasn't formed a dragon pact when problems begin, so he sets out on his journey to form his first dragon pact to help protect his kingdom. With his sister Zethia and childhood friend Notte at his side, Yuden's journey of finding dragons and protecting his kingdom takes him to many different places, and the story explores the mysteries found along the way, including a mysterious masked figure met at the beginning of the story, and it has its fair share of twists and turns to keep things interesting. With its twists and turns taking the group in many different directions, the story is good at building and developing the core group of characters throughout its bite-sized chapters. Throughout the first few chapters in Yuden's journey, the core party members are found who all have their own personalities, like the paladin Elisan and the mercenary Ranzal, who hold strong positions in the party and journey, but also have plenty of moments that show other sides of their personalities in a more humorous light. As a game with so many characters available in its gacha system, I was happy to still feel a connection to the core group and their dynamic throughout the main story chapters, and a likable cast is something that helps me keep playing because I want to see what happens to them in the story. Dragalia Lost story plays out through chapters, through a mix of story-only chapters that don't cost any stamina, and battles and exploration-based ones with a field that usually include a boss battle or time limit. Story chapters play out in a visual novel style, while field stages are where gameplay elements come in, with your party placed into a field that you can move through by sliding your finger around the touchscreen to move in a direction. Treasure and monsters are also placed on the field, and you can tap the screen to do a basic attack, along with utilizing special abilities, and the inclusions of these mean that the mini maze-like areas were more than just empty fields leading to the next boss battle. While some effort was put into keeping the fields engaging, I found bosses to be the most interesting part of the battle experience, thanks to them getting progressively harder as chapters went on, and requiring me to think about when to use special abilities more carefully. The first two chapters didn't provide much of a challenge since I could usually get enough attacks in to beat down the boss, with the occasional use of a special attack here and there. From chapter 3 onwards, however, bosses started to become more powerful and aggressive, with them using more of the battlefield and doing directional attacks, keeping me engaged and running around to dodge them as necessary while trying to get a hit in. This element of challenge also encouraged me to use my equipped dragons, which see the leader shapeshift into a dragon that can do bigger and more powerful attacks and protect the leader from HP damage while looking really cool. So I'm glad these middle chapters have given me a reason to finally use them. I love smartphone JRPGs that have fields and active battles in general, as it feels more engaging. With plenty of areas to run around in and fun boss battles, playing its battles is something I enjoy doing, and since they don't take too long, they're a nice burst of quick active battle and strategy on the go. To take on Dragalia Lost challenges, whether you have great units or the standard story ones, your unit and team can be developed through Dragalia Lost's many character upgrade systems. It starts off with simply leveling up in battle, then crystals are introduced that can be given to level up further, then mana circles come in that allow you to unlock stat buffs and abilities in a skill tree, then weapon upgrades, crafting, and more systems for character building come in to make it a pretty deep process, with dragons and the royal castle also having their own leveling up systems as well. These systems work together to raise your party's might, an overall party stat that helps determine if you're strong enough to take on a certain stage, and in spite of the sheer amount of mechanics, they were all simple enough to use, especially since most of them have an auto button that gives the optimum boost options for those in a hurry. With so many of these mechanics, they luckily weren't all there at the start, which stopped me from feeling overwhelmed by mechanics like some smartphone games do. So I liked how the gradual rate they unlocked made me feel like I always had something new to play with without giving me too much at once. Even the morning I started writing this, I opened up the game to check some stuff, got sucked into a story round, and unlocked yet another system that can help me farm materials. And since I'm at chapter 4, I wonder if there are other systems waiting for me later, and whether or not I find more, I'm very satisfied with the depth of the ones I have and how they all work together to help me develop my characters well. As many smartphone games have these days, Dragalia Lost features a gacha system for getting new units, and also worm prints to equip to units for stat boosts. And this system uses free in-game currency, along with the option of being bought with extra paid currency. The game gives you a free summon at the start, with a 10 summon that guarantees one 4-star or higher unit costing a fair few of the in-game currency of Wormite earned from stages, which could take a while if you are relying only on playing stages to get it. Thankfully, there are a few ways to pick up the in-game currency, and I had a bunch of gifts when I logged into Dragalia Lost for the first time that gave me enough for multiple 10-fold summons. And since the game has daily login bonuses that give even more currency on top of other ways to get it, I haven't felt like I was ever lacking in units in the game yet, especially since the level caps for all the characters I have are still quite far from being hit, meaning I haven't got the most out of all of them yet. To test out how much of a benefit getting just a little premium currency would give, I did buy $5 worth to see if there was something I'd ever use, and concluded I'll probably just be playing for free. $5 worth of currency worked out to be 300 Diamondite, which pretty much serves the same purpose as the free currency Wormite, and is only enough for a couple of single summons rather than a 10. So I've just been using it on the daily discounted summon and for very occasionally speeding up castle development that relies on a timer. But I feel I'm mostly just using it because I have it, since I haven't run out of stamina yet naturally thanks to leveling up refreshing it, and I still have plenty of stamina refreshing items in my inventory if I do. Unless you plan to binge the game over a few days, you can probably find enough currency for a 10-fold summon or through other means, and you can upgrade your units that you already have to do a majority of the game without issue. And while I'd like more characters just to see their story moments, I have so much to do with the units I already have that I'm satisfied with playing for free. And since I play smartphone games more casually than I do console ones, I think I'll be satisfied for a while with all Dragalia Lost gives for free. With multiple characters to keep players busy in its many stages, development systems, and limited time events to keep things fresh, you'd think there's already enough to keep players busy in this free smartphone experience. In my opinion, there's already plenty to do in the core campaign, but Dragalia Lost kindly also provides a bunch of lore in the form of mini-comics and events, with plenty of extra story moments being available for the core characters alone. There's the cute and funny Dragalia Life comic that gives short fun moments with a wide range of characters that I enjoy reading thanks to how quick and funny they are. And then there are also individual story episodes that are unlocked depending on who is in your party and how many story episodes you've unlocked in mana circles, with each offering free currency just for giving them a read. I have about 25 units at the moment and have more of these side story moments than I can get through in the small moments I play in, and I love the effort that's been put into fleshing out all of its core and optional units in such a deep way that made winning different units in the gacha system much more meaningful than just adding a new unit to my collection. If you enjoy the light-hearted humor that Dragalia Lost characters have in the story, these moments both expand the world and have more of that, and knowing there are so many of these gets me excited for a free moment where I can binge these and get to know its characters more and the fun, generous extra story moments that the game has been nice enough to provide. I haven't had a smartphone game that's excited me like Dragalia Lost has for a while, but its deep systems and story that give plenty of reasons to come back to it have made it my newest go-to smartphone JRPG. Its core story full of dragons, interesting plot, and amusing characters makes playing its story go well beyond being just a premise for the next battle like some of the smartphone games, and the cool character designs along with their side stories added a ton of value to the ones I won in the gacha regardless of their rating. All in all, Dragalia Lost's generous world-building story has given me more reasons than I needed to play, and with fun gameplay on top of a great amount of content, I look forward to spending more time with it and seeing how it progresses as a smartphone experience and a new IP. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you're playing Dragalia Lost, and if you are, what do you think of it? You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, or you can check out the blog at jrpgjungle.com where I do everything I do here but in written form. And you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at JRPG Jungle. Links to those will be in the description below, along with links to where you can download Dragalia Lost for free. Until next time, thank you, bye!